Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to discuss about the animal portion, chapter 11, transpiration in animals and plants. Okay, listen. Circulatory system. What is circulatory system? What is involved in circulatory system? Blood. What is blood? Blood flows out. But what is blood? Blood is the fluid which flows in blood vessels. It transports substances like digested food from the small intestine to the other parts of the body. It carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. It also transports waste for removal from the body. Okay. How does the blood carry various substances? Blood is composed of fluid called plasma, in which different types of cells are suspended. Okay. So blood is a flow out. The blood is the fluid. That's all. Okay. Okay. Next. This is a human blood circulatory system. Show the arteries. Arteries are shown in red color, veins are shown in blue color. Arteries are red color, veins are blue color. Okay, it's a human circulatory system. Arteries and veins, heart, vein, blue color, artery, pink color. Listen. Next. What is red blood cells? The one type of cells are the red blood cells. Red blood cells means RBC. RBC means what? Red blood cells. Okay. So, which contain a red pigment called hemoglobin. The red blood. Why blood is red in color? Which contain red pigment called hemoglobin. Which contain red pigment called hemoglobin. That's all. Hemoglobin binds with oxygen and transport into all parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. It will be difficult to provide oxygen efficiently to all the cells of the body without hemoglobin. Okay, the presence of hemoglobin makes blood appear red. Okay, this is a red blood cells, RBC. Okay, RBC have contained hemoglobin. So the blood is red in color. Then next, WBC. What is WBC? The blood also has white blood cells. White blood cells which fight against germs that may enter our body. That's the WBC, white blood cells. Blood was coming out from the cut. After some time, we noticed that bleeding had stopped and a dark red clot pad plagued the cut. The clot, next, platelets. What is platelets? The clot is formed because of the presence of another type of cells in the blood called platelets. The clot is formed because of the presence of another type of cells in the blood. It is called platelets. Okay. Then next, blood vessels. Blood vessels. What is blood vessels? There are different types of blood vessels in the body. Okay. There are different types of blood vessels in the body. Listen. During inhalation, a fresh supply of oxygen fills the lungs. Oxygen has to be transported to the rest of the body. Also, the blood picks up the waste materials including carbon dioxide from the cells. This blood has to go back to the heart for transport to the lungs for removal of carbon dioxide, as you have learnt in chapter 10. Already you learned chapter 10. Okay, so two types of blood vessels, students. Listen. What are the two types of blood vessels? Already now I will explain arteries and veins. Okay, arteries, veins are present in the body. What is arteries? Arteries carry oxygen rich blood. Is very important point. Note this point, students. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from heart to the all parts of the body. Okay. Next, since the blood flow is rapid and at a high pressure. Okay, listen students. Next, pulse. What is pulse? Can you feel some throbbing movements? Why do you think there is throbbing? This throbbing is called pulse and it is due to the blood flowing in the arteries. Arteries count the number of pulse beats in 1 minute. Next, pulse rate. What is pulse rate? The number of beats per minute is called pulse rate. The number of beats per minute is called pulse rate. A releasing person usually has a pulse rate between 72 and 80 beats per minute. Find our places in your body where you can feel the pulse. Okay, what is pulse rate, students? The number of beats per minute is called pulse rate. A resting person usually has a pulse rate between 72 and 80 beats per minute. Okay. See the picture, students. It's a wrist region. Wrist region, the throbbing the pulse. Okay, students. Next, veins. What is veins? Veins are the vessels which carry carbon dioxide rich blood. Listen, students. Arteries and veins mainly difference. Arteries are the vessels which carry oxygen rich blood. Is mainly difference. Arteries and veins. Which one is the mainly difference? The arteries rich oxygen blood. Veins rich carbon dioxide blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. The veins have the walls. There are valves present in veins which allow blood flow towards the heart. Okay, listen, students. This diagram, the schematic diagram of circulation, students. Last test. This questions, all of you know, this answer is all of you know. Listen, the schematic diagram of circulation, students. Heart, lungs, heart, pulmonary vein, this one pulmonary artery. Okay, listen, the heart flow the arteries, through the arteries to the capillaries, the capillaries through the vein to the heart. That is a schematic diagram of circulation. Okay, listen, students. Next, capillaries. What is capillaries, students? Capillaries is a minute blood vessels. That is a capillaries. And reaching the tissues, they divide further into extremely thin tubes called capillaries. The capillaries join to form veins which empty into the heart. Okay, that is a capillaries. Then next, heart. Listen. The heart is an organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood. Listen, the heart is located in the chest cavity with its lower tip slightly tilted towards the left. Listen, students. Next, blood donation. Hundreds of people die due to unavailability of blood. Voluntary blood donation is harmless and painless and can save precious lives. Blood can be donated at hospitals and other places authorized by the government. Donated blood are stored with special care in blood banks. Next, students. What will happen if the blood rich oxygen and blood rich in carbon dioxide mix with each other? To avoid this from happening, the heart has 4 chambers. The human heart, how many chambers in human heart? How many chambers in human heart? There are 4 chambers in human heart. The 2 upper chambers are called atria. Atria means singular, and 2 lower chambers are called ventricles. Okay, the upper chambers is also known as atrium. Lower chamber is also known as ventricles. Two lower chambers, then two upper chambers. Okay, the partitions between the chambers helps to listen, avoid the mixing of blood rich in oxygen with the blood rich in carbon dioxide. To understand the of the circulatory system, listen students, this is a human heart. Listen, see the picture students in your book. All of you see this picture students. This is a human section of human heart. Okay, listen, this one is a vena cava, aorta, okay, aorta, pulmonary artery. This one is a pulmonary vein. This is a right atrium, left atrium. Okay, all of you see two upper chambers, two lower chambers. The upper chambers also known as atrium. The lower chambers also known as ventricles. There are right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. This place is a partitions completely separating the two halves. This is a two halves. Okay. Next students, heartbeat. What is heartbeat? The wall of the chambers of the heart are made up of muscles. These muscles contract and relax rhythmically. This rhythmic contractions followed by its relaxations continue a heartbeat. Remember that heartbeats continue every moment of our life. Every moment of our life. If you place your hand on the left side of your chest, you can feel your heartbeat. You can feel your heartbeat. The doctor feels your heartbeats with the help of an instrument called stethoscope. The help of the instrument called stethoscope. The doctor uses the stethoscope. The doctor uses the stethoscope as a device to amplify the sound of the heart. It consists of chest piece that carries a sensitive diaphragm. The two earpieces and tube. This is a stethoscope students. The doctor can clues about the conditions of your heart. See the picture students. This is a stethoscope students. Tube, chest piece, stethoscope, earpiece. Okay. All of you know this stethoscope students. All of you see this stethoscope. A doctor uses the stethoscope as a device to amplify and the sound of the heart. It consists of chest piece that carries a sensitive diaphragm. The two pieces. Listen students, this is a stethoscope students. A doctor uses the stethoscope as a device of amplify sound of the heartbeat. So what is the mainly uses of the stethoscope? To identify the heartbeat, human heartbeat. Okay, listen. A small, listen one activity students, small funnel 6 to 8 centimeter in diameter, fix a rubber tube 50 centimeter long, tight on the stem of the funnel. Stretch a rubber sheet on the mouth of the funnel and fix it tightly with the rubber band. Listen the mouth of the funnel on your chest near the heart. Now try to listen carefully. Do you hear a regular thumping sound? Listen. Count again after running for 4 to 5 minutes. Compare your observations. Compare your observations, students. Compare your observations. Record your pulse rate, students. In your book table 11.2. Already you wrote this table 11.2. Okay students, next each heartbeat generate one pulse in the arteries and one pulse rate per minute. Indicate the rate of the heartbeat. Indicate the rate of the heartbeat. Indicate the rate of the heartbeat, students. One pulse in arteries and one pulse rate per minute. Indicate the rate of the heartbeat. The rhythmic breathing of various chambers of the heart maintain circulations of blood and transport of substances to the different parts of the body. Okay, listen students, next one. The water carries away waste materials and carbon dioxide as it moves out. The animals do not need circulatory fluid like the blood. Listen, excretions in animals. Next, students, excretion in animal. What is excretion? The removal of wastage. That is excretion. Okay, listen. Now find out how the other waste materials removed from the body. You may wonder the unwanted material come from. When our cells perform their functions, certain waste products are released. These are toxic and hence need to be removed from the body. The process of removal of waste is produced in the cells of the living organisms is called excretions. Living organisms is called excretion. The parts involved in the excretions form of excretory system. The parts involved in the excretions form of the excretory system. Okay, listen students. The English physician William Harvey discovered the circulations of blood. The current opinion in those days was blood oscillates in the vessels of the body. For his views, Harvey was ridiculed and was called circulation. He lost most of his patients before he died. Harvey's ideas about circulations was generally accepted as a biological fact. Excretions. What is excretions? Our cells perform their functions. Certain waste products are released. These are toxic and hence need to be removed from the body. The process of removal of waste produced in the cells of the living organism is called excretion. The parts involved in excretions called excretory system. Okay, listen. Define excretions. The process of removal of waste produced in the cells of the living organisms is called excretions. The parts involved in excretions from the excretory system. Okay, next is kidneys. Excretory system in humans. A mechanism to filter the blood is required. This is done by the blood capillaries in the kidneys. When the blood reaches the two kinds, it contains both useful and harmful substances. The useful substances are absorbed back into the blood. The waste dissolved in water are removed as urine from the kidneys. The urine goes into the urinary bladder. The urine goes into the urinary bladder. Students, listen. Urine is a tube-like structure is called ureter. This one is a ureter. It is stored in the bladder and is passed out through the urinary opening at the end of the muscular tube called urethra. Muscular tube called urethra. Okay, listen. What is excretory system? What are the parts of excretory system? Kidneys, ureters, bladder and urethra form the excretory system. An adult human being normally possesses about 1 to 1.8 liter of urine in 24 hours. The urine consists of 95% of water, 2.5% of urea and 2.5% other waste products. Okay. The adult human being normally possesses about 1 to, note this point students, it is a 1 mark questions, 1 to 1.8 liter of urine in 24 hours. The urine, what are the components of urine? The urine consists of 95% water, 2.5% urea, 2.5% other waste products. Okay. Okay, students, listen. The way in which waste chemicals are removed from the body of the animals depend on the availability of water. Aquatic animals like fishes excrete cells waste as ammonia, which directly dissolve in water. Some land animals like birds, lizards, snakes excretes to semi-solid white-colored compound, that is a uric acid. The major excretory product in human is urea. Major excretory product in human is urea. Okay. The white colored compound is known as the uric acid. Okay, sometimes a person's kidneys may stop working due to infections or injury. As a result of kidney failure, waste products start accumulating in the blood. Such persons cannot survive unless their blood is filtered periodically through an artificial kidney. This process is called dialysis. Okay, this process is called dialysis. Listen students, what is dialysis? Persons cannot survive unless their blood is filtered periodically through an artificially kidney. This process is called dialysis. Next students, transport of substances in plants. What is the transport of substances in plants, students? The food is source of energy. Every cell's organisms gets energy by the breakdown of glucose. The cells use this energy to carry out vital activities of life. Therefore, food must be made available to every cells of an organisms. Listen. Transport of water and minerals. The plants absorb water and minerals by the roots. The roots have root hair. The root hair increase the surface area of the root of the absorptions of water and mineral nutrients dissolved in water. The root hair is in contact with the water present between the soil particles. See the picture, students. The transport of water, minerals, xylem and root hair. The xylem conduct the water. Listen students, vascular tissue. What is vascular tissue, students? Listen. Plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil. The vessels are made of special cells. Forming the vascular tissue. A tissue is vascular tissues. Okay, listen. The stem placed in colored water. The tissue is a group of cells that perform specialized functions in an organism. The vascular tissue for the transport of water and nutrients in the plants is called xylem. So, xylem to transport of water and nutrients in the plants called xylem. Then next, the xylem forms a continuous network of channels that connect root to the leaves through the stem and branches and the transport water to entire pot. Listen students, phloem. What is the main function of phloem? The phloem to transport of food. Okay, the done by the vascular tissue called phloem. The food has to be transported to all parts of the plant. This is done by the vascular tissue called phloem. The xylem and phloem transport substances in plants. Okay. Listen students. We would require a glass, tumbler, water, red ink and tender herb. That is one of the blossom plant. Okay. So all of you do this activity, students. Just do this activity. Okay. The pour water to fill 1/3 of the tumbler. Okay. Add a few drops of red ink to the water. Cut the base of the stem of the head and place in the glass as shown. See the picture, students. This is the stem placed in colored water. Does any part of the herb appears red? How do you think the color reached here? Listen, from this activity we see that the water moves up the stem. In other words, the stem conduct water is very important, student. The stem conduct the water. Just like the red ink, minerals dissolved in water also move up the stem. Along with water and minerals go to leaves and other plant pods through the narrow tubes. Narrow tubes means a xylem inside the stem. This is a picture, students. The water moves up in the stem. Enlarged view of open red of the stem. Enlarged view of open end of the stem. Okay, next, transpirations. The plants absorb mineral nutrients and water the soil. from the soil. Not all the water absorbed is utilized by the plant. The water evaporates through the stomata present on the surface of the leaves by the process of transpirations. The evaporations of water from leaves generations the same you produce when you suck water through the straw, which can pull water to get the all trees, tall trees. The transpirations also cool the plants. Listen, students, just to recall this lesson. In most animals, the blood that circulates in the body distributes food and oxygen to different cells of the body. It also carries waste products from different parts of the body from excretion. Circulatory system consists of the heart and blood vessels. In human, the blood flows through arteries and veins, and the heart acts as a pumping organ. Blood consists of plasma, RBC, WBC, and platelets. Blood is red due to the presence of red pigment called hemoglobin. The blood consists of plasma, RBC, WBC, and platelets. What is the blood components? Okay, the RBC, WBC, and platelets, plasma. That is the blood components. The human heart beat about 70 to 80 times per minute in an adult person. This is called heart rate. Arteries carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Veins carry blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. The removal of waste products from the body is called excretion. The excretory system. What is the excretory system of human? Consists of kidneys, two ureter, two urinary bladder, and urethra. Okay, the salts and urea are removed along with water as sweat. Fish excrete waste substances such as ammonia, which directly dissolve in water. Birds, insects, and lizards excrete uric acid in semi-solid form. Water and mineral nutrients are absorbed by roots from the soil. The nutrients are transported along with the water to the entire parts of the plant, the vascular tissue called xylem. Okay, the water is transported through the water is transported to xylem. The food is transported to phloem. That's all. A lot of water is lost by plants in the form of vapor through stomata during transpiration. The transpiration generates a force which pull up the water absorbed by the roots from the soil to reach the stem and leaves. Okay, students, all of you listen. All of you go through this chapter, transpiration, animals and plants. This is the animal portions. Already you know all animal portions. Okay, so go through this lesson. Every line is very important, students. So all of you go through this chapter and practice the diagram, students. So students, all of you, I will give some question with answers. So all of you send my WhatsApp number, but all students do not send my WhatsApp number. So all of you complete your homework and send my WhatsApp number, students. Okay, thank you, students.